Hey there, welcome back. Marius here, and today I want to discuss and show you Tavern Keeper. My first impressions, the game is early access, but hey, this is some fun game, so I really want to show this. There is no affiliation whatsoever, just purely a play that I'm like, hey, you guys want to see this. And before we jump in the game, which I'm gonna show you the gameplay and everything, let's check this one. So what this is, you know, this video you don't need to see, but I want to mention this is really important. Why on 3rd of November they just dropped the early access game, and it has already 95% positive rating, which is a bit weird because there are some caveats, but hey, I liked it as well. So I'm still truly amazed by how they managed to pull this off. And there's quite a lot of player base already jumping on, and yeah, we are here because of the price. Also, the price, it's never round numbers. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but in every other currency it is something nothing. There's 30, 35, some their base currency, and then others are aligned. Here, no, because yeah, anyways, let's jump forward. Yeah, there are English, Italian, German, Spanish, Japanese languages as subtitles. English and German is the full audio, which is pretty cool. Wait, there's more. There are even more oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, they have all the languages. Retract that. But full audio only two. But I was curious because Greenheart Games, what it is, what they're doing, and yeah, let's quickly see. And yeah, these two gentlemen, Patrick and Daniel Klug, they're brothers. They made Greenheart, and this studio now is, of course, is bigger, but Game Dev Tycoon, which is also management game, that's their game, and it is also very highly regarded game. And now they basically released something new, so this is the Tavern Keeper we are talking about. And why it's important, because I was just curious where they are coming from. I tried to identify the currency, which is also not number, like round numbers. Yep, they are from Australia, so everything upside down makes sense that these guys, they just do some crazy stuff. And that leads to my next point. This is the last moment when I can fit all this in one screen, keeping in mind that when it was released on 3rd of November, there's no title that's basically released, but already that I cannot fit in my screen. All the rest, those are patches. So in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, in 6 days, we have already update 29, which on average is rounded up, 4.8 patches per day, keeping in mind in Sundays and Saturdays as well. So these guys, and there's the thing, they're not only two guys, they have also developers across the world, but hey, 5 patches a day, just the timeline is, they're like, they never stop. They're like, okay, we released early access, let's patch it. So my guess is at some point is a little bit frustrating, because while I was playing for this recording, this last piece, there's already 2 more new updates came out. I'm like, while I'm now recording this, I bet there's another patch out there, which is a bit frustrating, because from one side frustrating because you have to update the game constantly to see what's happening, and of course new patches also introduce new bugs, which is I don't know. Anyways, 95% the rating, everyone absolutely loses their mind over the game. So let's jump and see what this is. I'm gonna show you. This is the thing, this is not a tutorial guide. They have absolutely incredible guide. I have it turned it off. This is the first mission. I opened it without the campaign, so it doesn't spoil nothing. So basically, this is how it looks. This is how free look camera, or you can rotate in 4 from 4 different angles. Fixed angle, you can't change that, so kind of limited but absolutely fine because you can zoom in and out, and you know, this is a art style. So also they have some quite interesting approach with the screens. When you mouse over on something, then the screen becomes locked, and then you can move over. And basically, for example, if there's link, you can click on something. It's not new per se. Other games also do that, but they always have this problem that the screen is not locked. When you mouse over and then drag, and if you go away or something, you know, it's always a little bit. But anyways, it was something to get used to, but pretty easy, understandable, and something. And all the tutorials, when you go through the game, they teach every aspect of the game. And here in this moment, yeah, I have this is the beginning of the scenario. They want to remove these. Oh, I have paused it. And basically build the main room. Then you have doors, then merchant approaches, and you know, kind of simple stuff, basic. Let's say we have this, then we have a bar. Yeah, this side, yes. And what else? I'm gonna open up, and then you see this is the as beginning can be. Purchasing, getting employees. Of course, they have all different trades and everything. The hiring price, the daily wage, everything is shown. Oh, Richard seems okay, guy. And it's dropped. Now we select the drink. In this map, we have a merchant that approaches. Otherwise, there are some other. Now the keg is here. As soon as tavern can be open. This is it. This is the basic. Oh, fallen tree. I for every time I play the game, I always keep the same random text there. So that's about it. Then the decorations and everything, and you build the rooms, and there's different rooms and something. So this is how the game looks like at the start, absolute beginning. When you have tutorials enabled, they actually hide all other aspects, and one by one are being introduced, and only then basically, so it's not overwhelming. All these icons at the start, when you have tutorials on, are not there. For example, this map, this is the map. I have it unlocked. I'll quickly explain the region. So this is the first map, and when you start, you have only 3 places where you can, the marketplace, right? So you can purchase some things, drinks, side dishes, or some items. And then when you play through one area, then there are 3 currently areas, 3 campaign missions, maps, let's say. Then the second one is over here, which introduces to new merchants that sell, well, higher grade items and whatnot. But the thing is, the previous is also there, the previous map with the merchants. And then when you go on the third map, which is, well, high level stuff, and it unlocks even more crazier things, all the previous items are still there. And why it's important, because then we have, you see this, let's see, in front of you. All right, let me move myself a little bit inside. Can I? Yeah. So yeah, this is the map. These are the regions that currently we have available, and there will be 4 more, I guess. No, and what is a cool thing is when you order something, the distance where your mission is and to the merchant, it really makes the difference, because you have to wait a few days. For example, I could purchase these, for example, but delivery time 2 days slow, and 9 hours if I pay extra, which is expensive. So it's pretty cool that is built and thought through, that when you go through the campaigns and everything, they will basically pile up, and the last campaigns, the last missions will be something cool, where all the merchants, all the distances will be accounted for, and you know, that's some cool angle. We'll fast forward, so yeah. Then yeah, there arrived a new customer, only one beer to sell, so you know, not much of a choice, but then it adds up. How much, you ask? Glad you asked. So, did I? Where the hell? Right, then guess I need to go back to title screen, then I will open up the... I have the save mission, the absolute end game, which is this one. 81 days played. So, 3 campaigns, 3 maps, where there's campaign, the story, side missions, a lot of things. I'm not gonna spoil none of that. But when you go through them, which I did, and then ended up like, hey, that's it. Every single of those maps can be launched at the same map, but free for all, basically sandbox mode, which I did on the last map, because each map also have limitations how high level can you go. And this is the last map. It's a bit modified, and I played it on sandbox mode with, of course, so it's interesting, so I can show you the difficulty is challenging, basically the highest it is. You can custom make your life even more harder, but this is already challenging, and I was just curious how long or how it plays, and oh boy, it was quite a run. And yeah, this is the map. There are some walls that I cannot destroy. This is introduced by the design, either in the middle, or there are different layouts and something. And this of course is easier, and I have still these places uninhabited. That's why there are infestations, everything is bad in there, but hey, I don't care, I just keep my tavern clean. And this is how complex it gets from the screen you saw before, which basically I can quickly explain-ish. So this one big is this central hub, the tap room, where, remember, I had, yeah, it, after a while it gets pretty, oh, come on, it crashed. Let me load it back. It will be... Oh no, it didn't. It saved, but oh, the computer thought it's crashed. Alright, where am I? I need to pause this. Oh my god. I had the screen you didn't saw because I'm capturing the game, but the windows, you know, the screen is not responding. Alright, let me pause, because now, okay, I'm gonna show you. If you take a look at the maximum speed, pay attention to this, how fast it goes. No, now it goes pretty fast. When I play for a longer time, when I zoom out, basically everything slows down, because computing power, it's not even graphics card, because it's, I don't know, the calculations, whatnot, but it goes slower. And now I have the game restarted, because I had an idea that over longer gaming time it slows down, which seems to be accurate, because now even zoomed out it's cool. Anyways, every moment I find something new. So central hub, where you see I have 3 taps, 3 different beers are being served. Of course you need to purchase them, that also means you need to store them. These are advanced storages, which are where they are bringing in, so it stays longer. Every item in this game has where is it? The time refreshes. Spoiler rate. So in 4.6 days, if I haven't used the items, every item spoils. The food, the water, everything spoils. So you need to be aware of this warehouse. And of course, there's also food that is later on the game will introduce must be cooked. For example, now I don't have golden carrots because the store I was purchasing it from at one point changed basically run out. So I have two different recipes, either using carrots or some other, whatever this was. Gaffer's food. I don't know what it is. My English is limited at that point, whatever that means. So now I switch the recipes where if you're asking, you can create meals. Basically, your main, if you want a stew, currently it shows only what I have gathered. So first goes the water in, then there are different types of meat chunks. If you purchase different them, they have different levels, different prices, different some of them stay longer, some of they are absolutely spoil super fast, and so many little things that in combination there are just you can lose your mind. Extra flavor for patrons still doing lower when used in a stew. Okay, stew not great. Okay, but I can put it, and then I can put this one, and then the outcome, basically the you can see how gross it is, how sweet, how tough, how pure, and of course you can then adjust the price, and then at this side you see different here, and this is just one thing. And then side dishes, making bread, of course I need flour, have it, there are different levels of flour. Boom, it's crazy. And that's also only taking account kitchen, where when customers arriving, they sit down, then you take an order. Sometimes they want food, sometimes they want beer, sometimes they want both, and stay for the night, right? Then you go at this food window, order, then either the same your employee can run around and basically cook something and then bring it back. When you start, you have only few employees. Now I have quite a lot, of course, and then it's being served and you got the money. Of course, while they're sitting, you need to. Do I have anyone? Okay, let me fast forward because this is after the midnight. This in this map. Oh no, here's one. So they are the ratings, and again in front of them. But we have atmosphere, we have decor, we have service, drink, food, facilities, accommodation. And when you mouse over, for example, atmosphere, it's temperature must be perfect, brightness must be, cleanness and noise. And for the decor, it's just decor. Value of the service, speed and service staff. So it just basically combines, and when you take in account that every member has a different skill set. For example, let's take a look. If this employee is baking something or cooking, skill level, the recipes, you see the bonuses and minuses when they try to basically cook the 3-star recipe. Their effects are diminishing. It's crazy. And uniform bonus, there are no uniform bonus. Why? Because this is employee room where they need to sleep when they are not working. They also need once decors. They also need to check the temperature, everything. How you can see that? Easy. Spyglass, temperature. Yeah, this is the desert climate, so I'm cooling it down with these machines. Brightness, yep, I have it everywhere around, which sounds good, it's everything bright, everyone happy, but then you take in account flammability, because every light object also, drops these embers, And basically, it's crazy. At the start, I was like, no, I will never go that crazy. But after scenario after scenario, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going that crazy. Filth, of course, all the time. Everything is there's dust. There's when people coming in, there are dirt outside. Uh, there are floor mats, but they don't work as I think as they should, or it's not implemented. There's noise. Yeah, my employees are a bit noisy, so when someone is sleeping, I shouldn't disturb them. And what the decorations, of course, everything must be beautiful. There's no room for everything. It's crazy. And the damage, of course, when the fire spreads, it's just nightmare, you know. All these aspects you have to control. And then, yeah, this is the employee room. They have a work schedule, which you open up, and then you have an employee, which basically this is the export employee. If you scroll down, well, you see that they don't like to work more than 10 hours. When there is a skilled worker, they are okay to work 12 hours. And let me check if I have some newbies. 14 hours, it's okay. But you saw the effect. This guy, if he tries to cook anything, it's just nightmare. So actually, this is a mistake where I have generalist role. So what I can do, everything, but please don't cook nothing because it will be nightmare. That's actually a smarter way. And again, when it's generalist, they don't have any benefit. But for example, when I have specific role, fire it up once again, you can pick server, chef, janitor, or dog's boy, which basically brings the kegs and everything. So when they have these particular roles, they have benefits. For example, you can find. Let me find, yes. No. Janitor. So you see, I have marked this one was quite high skill, and I'm like, okay, do just janitor work. Now they are using uniforms. Uniforms are boosting up the skill there, particularly. It's amazing, and it's just early access. There can be more items, more levels, more traits, more combinations, more, you know, bonuses, the boosts. Also, I have never actually tried, but you can give bonus for temporary happiness, and happiness is impacted by their traits. For example, there are some guys that like to work at the night. Obviously, there's always those guys. Then there's, you know, faster speed. Then this one doesn't mind any cold. I have one employee that is all the time pissed off because it's too cold for her. It's then there's a stinky one, filthy. I mean, these are just, you know, these employees. For example, I made some but side mission where there was some lady came and you said, you know, I can bring you the new rookies, whatever, and made bad decisions, which led to these. I have absolutely garbage entrance. Basically, two of them are always. I don't know how to get rid of this, how to fix it. Basically, from 9 applicants, those two are basically garbage. And yeah, this they dislike server role. So basically, this guy doesn't know nothing and hates everything. I mean, are you Gen Z or what? Anyways, this again is often sick and messy, you know, and doesn't any skill. I mean, immune to diseases, but slow, and also clumsy. But you know what? Cannot be bribed, and all the skills are first level. Oh, this is the good one, janitor server. And you see, this is just the possibilities to later. Currently, there's no teaching, no improving the skills as far as I can tell. So that might come later on. And is there any? Oh yeah, there are 2 more buildings I can show. One is the front office, basically, that gives out the keys to the room, which room is not just one room, but basically
magic will cause an eruption, I bet.
Up to 5 rooms can be, and every room also has a rating. Every rating accounts. I have it all maxed out, but basically it says, you know what? No more than 5 beds, but every bed also has to have a food locker, and there's decoration, and there's need a wash basin, and basically, and that's not only to the bedroom, but also this room. It also has 2 stars. You start with no stars whatsoever, and then there are aspects at the top: drinking, food, accommodation, and services, which also each, not only star, but half of the star, when you mouse over, it says, you know what? You need to serve at least 1 drink, then at least 2 drinks. Hey, you have to have also food, and food is separate. 1 food or 2 foods or supplements. It just piles up. Just hard to imagine what will be the last campaign in this game, but and when you have unlocked these separate services, then your tavern rating is basically unlocked, which then whenever you get the next half star gives you more items that you can build. It just starts from nothing, and then yeah, I have to manage. And this at the top, remember I said when you order something it doesn't appear automatically. So this delivery comes from the 100 Leagues market. There are 8 hours left, but did you know that I'm purchasing items from here, and I need these, and these. Look at the delivery. 3.1 days the item comes, and I can pay extra, but you know what? I'll make less money. On this harder difficulty, it has extra payment and extra long delivery time. So basically, I'm purchasing items that I will need after three days, which causes a lot of trouble because sometimes I run out, and then here I see all the items. You see, mutton, I have 2 of them. Some more, and it costs money. Now I ordered, I don't see it even in the screen. It's 3+ days there are. Oh my god. And all the events are here shown and everything. And if you think you have seen everything, I showed this. Yeah, this is where all the items you currently I have in the stock. Then a recipe book. Also I kind of showed to make a new dish or something. There are more items coming up. The bedroom prices, the drink prices, and basically food prices. Different screens, of course. Every time you change the price, they like or dislike it more. That's not it yet. So here are all the income and expenses. Then there are loans, crazy interest rates. 16% goes up to 160, so some crazy, but hey, that's some serious amount of money. Bankruptcy also is a thing. When you run in minuses, you have a few hours to get back, which is even crazier. And then yeah, all the satisfaction, can't speak anymore. Satisfaction, patron satisfaction. And yeah, to achieve this, so let's retract to the point where we have 29 patches currently. To have this last from 2 stars to 2.5 star, I had to get 75% rating. Alright, it's easy enough. You basically find what is the worst thing, what everyone is complaining about. No side dish available. Purchase side dish and it will go up. But there's a problem. This accommodation, at least in the version I was playing, this currently what I have, the accommodation, and I checked the last 2 patch notes, there was nothing about this stuff. The problem is, I was not able to get it higher than 50. Why? Because every single one of them, they have a complaint. No wash basin. Yes, this thing. So basically, this whatever version, and last 2 patches didn't change nothing. This basin is not counted in. I removed the room, I rebuild it, nothing. So basically, that's it. This thing doesn't count in, so everyone is complaining, and with this 50%, I thought like I'm doomed. I have to, you know, compensate with every other aspect, which on harder difficulties just extreme, but I managed. At 1/10 of the millionths of the second, I had 75%. That was the only rating, and I got the last star. And immediately, I have never reached the 75 satisfaction afterwards, because, you know, there are bugs. They're just pure bugs. And oh yeah, that's, of course, that's not it. That's not it. There's just few more items I want to show, that I need to show them. There's a table which basically you can guess what happens later, because, you know, you need to prepare. For example, there are some parties. I can see they will come in 1.2 days. Everything they want I have, so I can accept and basically extra challenge and guaranteed income. But also what I can do is pay money to see further and basically reveal, oh, there's someone coming. I can predict what will happen, you know. Nighttime no one comes, but pay the price. Oh, there will be increased dashboard need, dartboard need, and crazy amount of guys. And also I can switch and, you know, pay to guess, hey, what are those guys, what they want, what they're looking for. And now I can check. Oh, drink, I don't have the drink they want, not enough reputation. So tier 1 orc will ask for the drink I don't have, or something like that. Also on this screen, when you have build a stage, I can get performers. And for example, here you see what happens at the bottom. They change the color because they want entertainment that I'm not providing. Now I'm ordering to have holy harmony. They will have entertainment, they will be happy. Otherwise they will go away unhappy. It's just throwing for these whatever they want. And this is, this moment, I think, yeah, I have showed almost everything. Of course, there are narrators, there are helpers, there are side quests that actually in this map required to go outside of the tavern and go around and find items on this map. That, you know, side mission was somewhere out there, which was even crazier. And last but not least, the patrons, when they, I don't know, love or hate or whatever, for some reason, different kind of colors that I haven't figured out, they leave the gift, and when you open, you see some crazy new decorative items. No, all the items that you need to unlock for the progression, that is through the campaign, to the mission, the main game. But these ones, they are not just, you know, they are just decorative. But if you remember, I showed you the atmosphere and decor, it also valued. Basically every single customer that arrives, they want everything to be beautiful. That's why you have decorations. And when you open those gifts, I didn't know at the start, but when you go on decorative, you see I have a lot of items, big star items that cost nothing. Why? Because they were gifted. So for example, if I'm checking here and decide, you know what? Oh, too big. Something smaller. Ooh, what is that? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Let's place it there. What is this? Crazy stuff. So you see how it gets cramped? This space is really a problem. You want everything being big, as bigger it gets, the more you have to clean, the more items you build, the more light is needed. When you have light, you need temperature, correct? When you have temperature and everything, then it's, you know, just arrives, the fire starts at one point and everything burns. And And you see, when I build them now, I can purchase more with money. But you know what? Let's not spend money. Let's just build something. You know what? Also deserves some stuff. Ooh, travel info. I guess room for this one. All right. Switcheroo, whatever this is. Why? Oh no, not that. Yes, and it also allows decorative items to interlap. Yes. So basically, to build in, you know, I have used it somewhere, abused a little bit. For example, here I have lantern, and over it, you know, there are some items going one through another. Or for example, this one, see, allows me to place like that. Without this, it will be nightmare. I guess at the end of the game, the development cycle, they will fix it. And yeah, these I'm not selling because I lose half of the price. I just replaced, don't need them, so, you know. And this guy, yeah, can't find any salt brine, which is literally coming from here, and here it goes. So that's another bug. And sometimes they get stuck, and sometimes they can find. There are bugs. Even with 29 patches, there are still some bugs because the game is still being developed. But yeah. So this is the stuff. And also this is the funny thing that you, at this moment at least, what the game has, you cannot just, you know, run and go and do something else because you will run out of items. You have to basically all the time keep an eye for the stock. And in my case, 3.1 days ahead, order items, hoping that they will be sold and it's not too much. And you know, of course, I also need to purchase these. Ooh, very expensive. Fine. Well, and I'm out of money. And in the middle of the night, oh yeah, oh, I made a grave mistake. So every middle of the night you have to pay 461, and that will not be the. I'm not gonna make that much money, so I went in minuses. And when it's in minus, basically I have bankruptcy in 11 hours. And after the midnight, there are no customers, so there's no money income. So that money I cannot make back. It's literally at this moment, straight to the doom, straight to the bankruptcy. This is how the story is being told. You know, the golden book shows, and then
one of your staffers bursts into your
everything
office
is
in a
voiced,
panic,
everything is
wild-eyed
being
and
read
rumpled.
out to you.
It
You
looks
can
as if
read,
she's
you
only
can
recently
listen,
woken up.
and then you have
I've had a terrible vision.
some choices that
Really?
can lead
Oh,
to, you
thank
know,
the
some.
spirits.
Sometimes
I
you
thought
win
for sure
money,
you
sometimes
wouldn't
you
buy
lose money.
that.
Sometimes
She chuckles to
some
herself.
employees just leave. Sometimes every beer in your warehouse is just poof gone because you agreed, you know, take my beer but don't burn down my tavern and something like that. So, and in this case scenario, yeah, this the hardest difficulty. This I have done many times. For example, we can see when they will start to come in, I will be already bankrupt. The money will not get back in time. So what we do instead, oh, first customers are coming in, but money is too much, cannot make. So what we do instead, yes, you already guessed, we are going to money launder, get some, not laundry, but I need this loan, and also, oh, this is lower. Right. So now, as soon as money is back in positive, it's all good. And as soon as I make money from today's, you know, all the stuff is happening there, I can pay it back and with some little interest, not all the interest from all the time. This is it. My impressions. I guess after some 40, 20 more patches, it will be less buggy. Currently, it was still fun. It was still interesting to go through and play this game. I have played many such games, but this somehow has the depth. I will say it out loud. It has depth with all the interactive items and traits and distances and you know, when your employees are getting frustrated, they have each and every one of them have different styles. Some are getting slow, someone is getting sleepy. Ogres are turning into the little, what's the name, hurricane, and destroy items around you. It's like the balance in between everything. And yeah, this is again midnight, right? Yes, we already get the money back and we can pay back, and now we have sandstorm, for example. Every item now you see is getting dirty. When the dirtier they get, the more fire chances, you know, to get catch on fire. And it's just, trust me, when everything is flammable and then fire starts, you don't want to be there. You don't really want to be there. And also I'm missing some purchases. I need to think ahead and order items. As soon as I miss some day, there will be gap 3 days later with the delay. So it's yeah, and still, yeah, these infestations, they're still a problem. I still need to expand. I still need to get more people, and obviously I need more employees, because see, they cannot get, everything gets dirty, everything needs to be fixed, everything needs to be served, everything needs to be prepared. And here we go, we have a fire. It immediately starts the damage, right? So it started colored. So basically somewhere here is fire. Then you have fire, this hanged on the wall. That was fast. They already know the drill. That you need to refuel it. If you haven't guessed yet, I know why this game has 95% rating. It is cool. It is really cool. I'm really interested to see what will be added, what's the new campaigns, what more items, buildings, rooms, features that will impact everything backwards and forward. It will be. It's cool, because currently we have, this is the highest rating we have, 2.5 out of 5 star rating. So basically it's the middle, and it's just half of the game. More is coming, more items, and there was in one of the patches that's be interesting to see. When you select kitchen, I currently have bread oven I haven't even built yet, and in one of the patches it showed an item that you can not grill but something else, but there was not proper tools to make. So basically, a little spoiler that there will be some other cooking device where this particular meat must be cooked, which is not the grill. And yeah, then few patches later they removed it, so it's not showing, so you know, it's not spoiling what is coming up next. But yeah, that's fun. Anyways, video is way, yeah, 4.4 times longer than it should be, but you know what, this game deserves it. You know, it was exciting to go through these 3 campaigns, and now I want more. So please make that. And the price, yeah, 21-ish dollars or euros. I think it's pretty reasonable for the thing everyone loves. They are hatching like crazy 5 times a day, so you can have the best version of this. I can salute that. You know, it's you know. All right, I'm shutting up. Links in the description. Timeline is always available. Timestamps for the videos. But if you haven't seen that, you will definitely not see this. Me saying this because you already skipped through and went somewhere else. Something half hot on fire. Can you please? Can someone put the fire down? Okay, good. Alright. I'm pretty proud of this one. It took 84 days to get to this point where I have everything somewhat in order. Alright. Thank you for watching. I'm putting back on the screen. Tavern Keeper, keep an eye for this. Currently there is a discount as this is still early access, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, let's see another video. Cheers.